Well, hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of DUD or SPUD. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's movie we're going for came out in 1995 and is called Voodoo, starring Cory Feldman. Right, interested in this one is I've seen this a long time ago, probably just a few years after it came out, funny enough, right? It was in Blockbuster all the time. I was obsessed with it. I'd see the cover, I'd be like, Voodoo, Voodoo, Voodoo. Dad, can I rent this? He's like, can you like not choose a horror film? Like Mortal Kombat again, it is like anything different. It's either Voodoo or Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat it is. And you know, my dad, he bless him, like, you know, he really tried, but thanks to my nan who introduced me to B-movie horror films at an extremely young age, I never grew out of it. Never. I'm still obsessed with them now, and I'm still obsessed with Mortal Kombat now. Not so much Mortal Kombat later stuff. I'm kind of a bit stuck on the past with that happily. Like pretend the later stuff didn't really happen, but you know, still love that shit. Anyway, the premise of this, apparently, I think is Cory Feldman's girlfriend gets captured by a gang of cultist voodoo-ish people who want to, sacrifice her, if I remember. And, you know, I think he kind of finds out about it and he goes to stop it. What I do remember, though, right? Something I explicitly remember because I was so obsessed with this. And when it's actually, you know, fair play, like, my dad, hats off to him. He's like, no, I'm not going to rent if you're rich. All right, then, Nan. Oh, can we go Blockbuster? I really want to rent a film. Yeah, sure. This one, Voodoo. Go on. And she sat down and watched it with me. She's like, pile of crap in it. I was like, yeah. But that's kind of what I remember. Like, after I was like, even as a kid, I was so obsessed with it. I just remember being like, that was it. For Voodoo, I thought it was going to be more Voodoo shit in it. I think it's like quite shit from my memory. They're kind of boring. But anyway, it's been years since I've done it. This series, DUD or SPUD, is perfect channel to do it. May as well review it because I'm going to watch it in a new light. I'm not going to remember most of it, so it's pretty much like watching a new film. And if it is a pile of shit, it saves you guys watching it. Really done it. That's ultimately why I do a lot of this. Let's say no more. Voodoo from 95, if you have seen it, what did you think of it? Otherwise, let's just go. The classic black screen, white text because we got fuck all to say on an intro. Awesome, good sign, eh?
My baby.
She's rubbing up a wax doll. This ain't going where I think it's going, is it? 'Cause I don't remember that in the film. He's just stabbing it. He's like, oh no, my god. Is any blood gonna come from his stomach? Yeah, okay, there is.
Respect.
They stabbing him in the front, so he's holding the back of his head.
No!
No! Please, no! What, is he gonna carve off his own tattoo? His bone just broke. That was cool. How's that work though? He just stabbed him. He didn't like break the wax figure. Like, why did his bone break in that point in particular?
I don't know.
Now his knees. Where's there no blood coming out of his knee? Pick and choose, doesn't he?
Pathetic.
She's gonna get run over, yeah. So he already died because he got run over, wasn't he? He got stabbed up by a voodoo thing.
Find me another.
Find me another. I fucked up. I didn't fucking see the toy car rolling down there and smack into my voodoo thing. Gutting.
Aren't you supposed to be in Europe?
Well, I'm supposed to be, but I'm not.
That was her reaction. Like, asked her boyfriend. She's like, it's supposed to be in Europe and here. Kind of see what's going on. It's like, why are you here?
Well, it's just.
But also, oh shit, you're here.
Exchange student.
Honor sign this. No.
Look how they're so depressed. She's like, oh, my boyfriend's back now. Gutting. Oh, well, I gotta explain to him how I been through the whole fucking football team and more. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
Look at it. She's just walked in.
I'm looking for Darren.
They're like, who's this guy?
We all know Rebecca.
We all know Rebecca.
Rebecca wants us to turn Andy here into a pie Newman, so what say we do this right?
So, cut long story short, because he came in there all last minute, didn't have a place for him to stay, so this is where he's getting hooked up, I guess, to stay.
Guess who the joke was about? Me.
He's getting a girl now, they're making a joke out of me.
I thought I'm crying. No, I wasn't.
I mean, but you gotta understand that I have a life here.
The classic.
Just stop everything to
I'm happy to see you. I got a life here, you know, and several other boyfriends, and you didn't know about it, like... she's just leaving him stranded without a place to fucking stay.
Hey, thanks, man. You didn't have to do that for me. I didn't do that for you.
Messing with these guys is...
They'd have to do what? The guy obviously hates him anyway. He just had a conversation the same one you would if you were there or not. He's like, thanks for doing that for me. He's like, what? For just saying we hate each other? Alright, fine.
You know, the handshake originated as an ancient Hindu marriage ritual called the hand grasp.
Alright, mate, fair play. Like, see, people like this, it's like, I had no fucking idea about that. Yeah, tell me more. As pointless as it sounds to them, like, oh, is this? So technically, if I'm shaking your hand, technically it's like, we're asking you to marry me? I never fucking knew that. Thanks for letting me know.
Lazenby.
Who killed Kennedy?
Jackie was the third shooter.
Who do you consider the most...
Deeds?
Yeah, he's just asking, like, who killed JFK? He's asking all these conspiracy things. Like, so what's your answer? It's like, fucking hell, like, mate. I'd probably get on with this guy, weirdly, like. So he's got to go to some place, break into some place, into some drawer, get the contents, and that's him initiated into whatever their cult is, I guess. Yeah, so he's going through his bag, found his lighter, so he has a personal possession of his that he can use against him later, I guess. So he's like sneaking into this room 10 right behind where the janitor is. Why didn't you just like wait for the janitor to go further down the hall and then go in there?
I don't know.
So he sneaked into the mortuary on the campus grounds, apparently. Okay. The guy's just laying there. So he's just pranking him the whole time. I love how they're trying to still be quiet after he just screamed.
I'm gonna need a few minutes alone with her.
You're sick.
Just fucking... got a woman, he's like, she's hot. I'm gonna need a few minutes alone with her. He's like, yeah, fucking second. But are they actually stealing the corpse? So, to be part of an Omega thing is stealing a corpse. You think it's worth it for that? For the jail time and stuff, and yeah,
Fuck this. Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Percy's.
I understand, yeah, if you just want to be part of a uni group, you got to steal a corpse every now and then. Yeah, actually, that's super relatable, but shouldn't be. Am I the problem?
What kind of guys you think we are?
Also, he kind of looks like a young Joe Rogan there as well, like, when he had hair. I guess he's dreaming he's sleeping with a corpse, and now her tongue's doing this shit like a snake, alright. Look at this! Licky licky! It's like, fucking hell, all I have to do is ask her, with a tongue like that, fucking hell, crack on, like, you know what I mean? No! Horror film jump scare, guys? So she's in the middle of studies, and he thought that was the best time to go and speak to her, and not wait till the class is done.
Danger.
Look at this. He just starts rubbing him up and shit.
You're still playing. You don't.
You have the tattoo yet? Like, yeah, don't rub me up, you fuck. You can just ask. Oh, it's a drunk perv on campus again. Get him.
Yeah, you were.
Go on, start fighting him. Yeah. Yes. Oh no, don't break it up. Come on! Was he just dropped in there? Because that's definitely not a vodka and orange juice if they're trying to say he's just drugged him. It is.
what is this?
Oh, there you go. At least he's like...
Zeta Mu Slammer.
Right, at least they've explained that as not vodka and orange, but...
The Chosen. And the world under...
He spiked it right in front of his face anyway, but there we go, innit?
The inside of the courtroom.
That is Dahlia Margolis, supermodel turned spy master. Well done, 4%.
Ah, look at this. They're just taking him straight there while he's drugged up. Alright. Keep in mind, right, this was filmed in 1995 and Cory Feldman's all like drugged out and that shit. I have a feeling, although this works perfectly for the script, I don't think this was ever the plan. He was just, they found him in a bar, it's like, oh, we're filming me. He's like, fuck, they're like, what are we going to do? Let's get him a drugged out scene where we can put that corpse to use so we wrote out the film. Oh, yeah.
I'm not to break anything.
Ah, look at this. So these other uni students are breaking into them. It's like fucking like Game Bully where it's just gangs fucking fighting each other like. Did she just come alive or is he imagining this now? So the whole voodoo ritual is you bring a corpse to life to give him a tattoo? Not being funny, why don't you just go directly to a tattooist? That would save you a lot of fucking problems, you know. You wouldn't have to rob a corpse for the start and resurrect it. So they come back to their place being wrecked now, alright? No, she's woke up to see he's got the tattoo on him. And the old perv's just there watching him sleep.
Ha! Gay!
So that's the father of the guy earlier who died then, alright.
Act alive.
She's saying all uni students are all undead apparently, like they just... Alright.
Salt is to zombies what garlic is to vampires.
Salt is to zombies what garlic is to vampires. That's news to me, and then people are not fucking zombies. Technically you said they're undead, they're not, like, you know, decaying corpses. That's a zombie.
Andy, you up? Whoa, what's going on?
So...
What is this with that?
That's another thing as well. He's just shown his tattoo, right?
We all have them. Marsh says...
And it's not, like, the blood was on his hand, but as soon as he showed the tattoo, there's no blistering or anything like that. It was just like, as if it was a stick-on tattoo kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Let me, Cassian.
He's talking to a doll. Okay. Alright, so he's stabbing the little toy doll, which is one of the guys from the other fraternity.
Need some lotion.
He's not showing flashes of him getting hurt. I might try and guess in the next scene he'll be like, he was found dead, and he'll be like, hold on, he stabbed a doll in front of me, so... Lame scene, basically, you know?
See you, man.
Well, he just drops salt in a guy's drink without him knowing.
Easily.
I mean, your drink A is doing that, and you're going to taste the salt straight away and be like, the fuck? And now he's weak. Like, he's burning him with a lighter. Surely he should be, like, melting on fire, no? So he's got a shotgun, and he's making him control it himself, apparently. Okay. So he's just shot the woman that was there with him, who's absolutely done nothing. There we go. Okay, so he's going to use him to shoot all the other people. Fair enough.
Well, call me Mr. Butterfingers. I did it again. This is embarrassing.
I mean, this could have been done so funny with him, but I find it kind of annoying, like, trying to be all funny and cocky while he's using a doll to kill people and that. Like, the concept, that's good, it's just the delivery's bit shit.
Well, maybe just one.
You know what I mean?
That was great.
He's actually genuinely like, oh shit, like, they're all dead, awesome, like.
To us,
He's doing it to, like...
For life.
Let's test this out. And the one he spiked is the nicest one of them all, by the way. Okay. Look at this. Now he just died. Why'd you dive out of a window and you could have run out the front door? Like, that was your plan, to get caught. So why did you do a shady if you were just going to, like... You could have been like, what's wrong with him? I don't fucking know. You could have done that, couldn't you? But... Alright. And also, a really other dumb as fuck thing. A bit of salt killed him. So... When you're out with them eating meals and that, most, you know, so much food has salt in it or whatever, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, does he not have that reaction then? No? Pick and choose? Only when it's in alcohol? Is that how it works? I don't know. Now he's come across the scene of the guy who killed them all, the shotgun, so confirmed.
No.
That's so funny. He's like, I need to speak to the officer in charge, and it's a guy saw on the bar earlier who's part of them, like, you know what I mean? So... Can't go to the police? Well, duh.
Have your happy thought, Andy?
Look at this. You've done that in front of everyone, so the whole fucking... Is it just known that they're a cult and they're like, just leave them to it kind of thing? Don't fuck about with them, like, you know. Well, they go around, like, you know, stealing bodies. We don't see that, you know, blind eye and all. What the fuck? How has he got this voodoo pea shooter thing? Well, he made him bleed, and he's apparently undead, so whatever that weapon is effective, apparently, even though it, like, is... You'd have to shoot him 1,000,000 times point-blank range in the face, but... Alright. Now he's having a dream sequence where he's laying on the bed. Again, this is all pointless, because it's just while he's dreaming. This is clearly all this done for the trailer, isn't it?
It's great.
So there we go, he's just saying, you're the sixth sacrifice. If he's successful, the guy gets granted eternal life, so this is why he's so important. Alright. You can only kill him by getting him to ingest this shit he's got, alright? Alright, there you go, he's got his lighter back now, so that means he can't use it against him, alright. He's got caught red-handed, motherfucker.
This has all gotten way too weird.
He's like, this has all gone too far, but in you already undead, so is he playing tricks on him? I can't remember this part. A jump scare and you've got 15 minutes left of your film. Why?
Fucking embarrassment.
Tattoo.
Look at this. Of course she's in on it. Look at this side character fucking killing people. Awesome.
Respect.
Now she's caught. Also, I'm sure the whole thing was like, oh, he's supposed to save his girlfriend. Yeah, in the last 10 minutes of the film.
What?
The cop is involved, we know. Oh, look at that, he's walked past the salt.
What kept you? I was beginning to think.
And so is the other guy because he broke the seal, I guess? That was his father? Alright, so that's his son then. So there you go, he's killed his own dad. Nice from Cory Feldman.
Need some help?
Ah, see anything needs some help when I smash this over your fucking head? Probably the smartest thing he's done the whole film. Here's the thought, if they're already undead, they're not going to be dead from that or nothing, are they? Yeah, that's the thought actually. When she stabbed her, I thought only is... Or can they be killed normally? It's only the main guy who can't be killed? Oh, but I suppose he did say he's got to complete the ritual to become immortal. And look at this now. Look at him just fucking playing around with his knife like a weirdo, like. Jesus. So he's just killing his own crew people. I guess they all got to be sacrificed and she's going to be the 6th one. Then he hasn't done the whole tattoo shit on her, which he said was important, right?
Bet your ass.
Political ambitions.
So we just chatted shit to get smacked in the face and fall down some stairs. Awesome. Also, we need to mention this factory here apparently is the basement of a house in a fucking university campus, apparently. This. Freddy's hangout, apparently.
Glad you could make it, Andy.
I
I had to start without you. I hope you don't mind.
I had to kill everyone without you being here, like, you know.
Shouldn't have kept me waiting, Andy.
Alright, so, you know, they kidnapped her not to use as a sacrifice, as pure bait because they needed him back. At least they've explained that. But I assumed, like, with the rituals, all got to be done at once. But no, he just kills 5 of them and goes, I'll just wait till you come now and finish the ritual off. Alright.
The chance for...
Like, how can he hear him? This place is huge. It's not like he's speaking on, like, a, you know, a system or anything. He's just speaking and he's like, oh, I can hear you through the fucking pipes everywhere, like.
6 who died for Cass.
Alright. So he's got a doll of him and one of his own possessions. And now he's stabbing a doll of him, alright. Okay, he's just melting him in front of him, taking ages. Wouldn't it be better just stab, 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 and he'd be like, oh, fuck, 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 like, you know. So he just rushes in then, alright? So that solved that problem.
Good job!
What? So she kicked the doll and that made him fly? So in theory then, when we fucking held up the doll like that, shouldn't he be like levitating and shit? Be like, oh, what the fuck is this fucking Star Wars Darth Vader power like? No? Budget, budget, budget. I mean, what you could have done there is just fucking found a doll who was a few centimetres away, just stamped it until it went splat, and then just find him dead. That would have been a better climax than what we're going to get, I'm pretty sure. I think this is the only part I remember. He rubs it on like a stick or a blade or some shit and stabs him with it. There you go, a pole. Because he said he has to digest it, so... Fair play, that's probably the most smartest thing in this film. Oh, not through his mouth, straight into his fucking stomach. Digest that, direct to the source. Because I'm pretty sure as a kid I remember this and going, that's how he died, you just stabbed him. I think I weren't fully paying attention as a kid. It does make sense, but it's still lame. Oh, there we go, so, just like that, is it? Yeah, because I think there's no proper fight, I think this is it. You know, I was expecting a bit of a showdown, but...
Pathetic ending for you.
Ah, look at this! That was amazing. Please tell me... Oh, fuck, of course it's a dream. I was going to say, if the film actually ended like that, I would have been like, oh, I don't... Cool, but... The jump scare... fake out thing at the end. Great. Right, so that was Voodoo from 1995. As I said, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and weirdly, this was a film that I was obsessed with before I saw it. You know, as I said, saw the cover all the time, and like I was like, oh, I need to see this film. Keep it in mind, around that time, like some of my favourite films still are, but I was really into his Demons 1 and 2 Italian horror films, which is a weird thing because they've done the whole voodoo thing better on a film that's only partially about voodoo, mainly about zombies, but their intro has done voodoo better than this thing. So on that note, Cory Feldman, he weren't too bad in it, if I'm honest with you. I've seen some shit where it's like, you know, more of his later stuff where it's like, yeah, he's fine, he done his thing, I guess, a bit cheesy, but nothing bad, like, you know what I mean? Kind of did his role. Same with most of them, like, you know what I mean? Some of the acting was a bit, but overall, it was average. I'll kind of say that for the acting. The pacing of it was pretty bad. It starts off with a guy getting stabbed up, which is pretty poor anyway. Again, like a film called Voodoo, I was going, oh, there's going to be some good shit in here. And it's like about a college, like a college campus thing. So I don't like the setting for the Voodoo film, but, you know. So it starts off with a guy being killed, like, and you're like, all right, cool. Nothing for ages. And it's kind of like bringing tension into it. One or two things happen. Shit again, and kind of last third, I guess, it all fully escalates, you know? So, you know, the pacing wasn't terrible, but at the same time wasn't great. For a film called Voodoo, it was a bit of a problem. I was expecting better pacing. Again, I don't really have too much to say about this, honestly. Like, you know, considering it was a film I was obsessed with as a kid, I do remember that by the time I got to watch it, I never watched it again. And what's that saying? I'm watching it all these years later, you know? The only part I remember is when he puts the powder shit on the pole before he fucking stabs a guy. That was a massive letdown as well. Because you're like, oh, at least they'll have a bit of a fight. Maybe he struggles to do it. None of that. It's just he punches the woman and he just stabs him straight away. It's like, all right. Couldn't have had a few punches. Like, I'm not saying get a fucking kung fu choreographer on screen, but maybe a struggle, maybe something. It was just so like, oh, quick, let's get the shit done kind of thing. And it's like, all right. It just kind of like did feel slightly rushed. But then there was a lot of boring parts that could have been cut down. That's a weird thing. So when it gets going, it just seems rushed. But I'll get to it. It is a dud. Not a terrible dud, but for a film called Voodoo, it's not what you expect. It's very underwhelming. It is underwhelming. More so like the writing weren't great. It wasn't so much the actor's fault, but the writing wasn't too great. The pacing was, as I said, not great. Like, they should have really just got into it and just not had it on the fucking campus for the start. Like, you know what I mean? I did like New Orleans or something where like the vibe would have been wicked. Like, you know what I mean? Or anywhere but the campus it on. So that didn't help really, but you know what I mean? Like, I can see why a lot of people haven't seen this or heard about it. You know what I mean? There's another film called Voodoo from 2017, I think. I was looking up on. I was like, oh, this could be alright. But then all these are like shit. I'm like, oh, probably gonna be better than this version of it. But whatever. This would have been better if it was an Italian horror film. That's all I can say. It's probably been done because they made fucking hundreds of films. I've seen bits of Italian horror films where they do the voodoo thing, but a whole film of it, I probably have. But I've seen so many, you know what I mean? But they would have, if you're ever going to watch a voodoo film, they're probably the ones to go to. That's all I'm going to say. But otherwise, if you've seen this film, let me know what you thought. Do you agree with what I thought? Anything to suggest, let me know. Otherwise, you know, thanks for joining. Until next time, peace out.
Maniacal Mac.